Mark here, cooking the books and bringing the info. Just want to drop some advice real quick to my gentlemen friends out there. Men, speaking to men right now. I'm 41 of age, and just want to say this. If just some advice for life. Like, if you and your woman fell apart, right? No matter what the reasons are, no matter who's at fault, it doesn't matter. The advice I want to give you is this: if you want your woman back, if you want her back, let's say you have a family, you have children or whatever, a life, and you want your woman back, but she don't want you back. This is always, not always, but this is a case that is very common. She don't want you back, you want her back, and you feel shitty. You feel real shitty because you want her back. So you're dealing with rejection, pretty much. You're dealing with rejection. And we're not talking about high school rejection, teenager, adolescent, college dorm room rejection. We're talking about adult, grown man, mortgages, bills, rejection, right? Stuff that I go through, that I've been through. Here's the number one thing I want to tell you: how to cope with that, how to deal with that. First of all, accept it. Accept the fact that you're going to feel like a shitty sucker, right? You're going to feel real shitty. You're going to feel like a sucker. Accept it. You got to accept it, fellas. Fellas, you got to accept it. Now, the reason I'm putting this video is because I'm seeing often too many times dudes are snapping, flipping out, killing themselves, killing they exes, just handling it, going about it completely and totally violently wrong. So that's why I said, let me just put up a little video. Maybe somebody out there will see this video. I don't know. But don't, accept it. Accept the shitty feeling, right? Accept it. Accept the sucker. Accept you feel like a sucker, like you're a softy, a shitty sucker. Accept that shitty feeling. It's a nasty feeling you're gonna get, knowing that you're the one that want the person back and they don't want you back. Oh, it's gonna make you feel shitty. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna feel real shitty, real miserable, real nasty, emasculated somewhat. You're gonna feel like it's just a nasty energy that's gonna course through your body. But let it course through your veins, let it palpitate through the palpitations of your heart, let it inhale and let it go through the inhalation and exhalations of your lungs, let it flow through every cell in your body. Don't try to fight it, don't deny it, don't reject it, don't hide from it, don't try to avoid it, don't shun or prevent it. Embrace it. Embrace that shitty, disgusting feeling that you're gonna feel. And don't, again, like I said, do not by any means try to avoid it, shun it, embrace it. You know what I'm saying? Sit in it and with it for a moment. You know what I'm saying? Like if days, weeks, whatever, feel it, embrace it. And when it's all said and done, release it. And after you release it, let it serve as a reminder to never, ever, ever, ever put yourself in that predicament again. I don't care who the other person is, how much y'all got invested. Don't ever, ever, ever subject yourself to that again. After you make it through that feeling, don't ever subject yourself to that again. Let that feeling serve as a reminder. Let it callous your heart, your mind, your soul. Let it toughen you, harden you. Here's the thing: people are gonna say, well, love, and you can't shut people out, and you got to give people a chance, and you're gonna go through life miserable, and you're never gonna fight. Blah blah blah. All that is bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's all a crock of shit. The reality is this: no matter what, when it's all said and done, you always got to keep a piece of you for you. You know what I'm saying? You can never give your total and your all to anyone, and never open up entirely to anyone, right? This is why the violence is going on, right? When these rejections and when these breakups and when these divorces and when these, this is why there's such a violent reaction. And I'm not kidding. Unless you've been under a rock, you see it in the news, and I've been seeing it. This is why I said, let me just speak on the topic real quick. I've been seeing it on social media. You see it everywhere. And I'm telling you right now, at the end of the day, self-love is the highest form of love you can have in this world. Trust me when I tell you that. It ain't the love of a woman. I thought it was. It ain't the love of your child. It's number one, the love from God, obviously, right? That's number one. That goes without saying. I believe in God, so I believe that's number one. Earthly, that's spiritual. Earthly, secular, mundane, day-to-day, self-love is the greatest love you can have in this world. The love for yourself. Right? That's why when you hear, like I said, be prepared. I'm prepared for people saying all of the blowback and the pushback and the it's not even a blowback or a pushback, just the other side of the coin. You know, you can't do that, blah, blah, blah. You're going to go through like, oh, you're going to be miserable, or you're going to lock people out, oh, you'll never experience this. It's all a crock of shit for me personally, right? Because I've had enough experience to know what this thing called life is and what this thing called relationships and love and this. I've had enough experience. Like, I'm not somebody who read about it in a book. I'm not somebody who heard about it or seen it. Like, I've had experimentally evidenced it, right? I know I've been through so many relationships and 10 times over. So I know, you know, I mean, I've invested so much in I'm talking about houses, not house, but plural, houses bought, lost, or whatever. Not car, but cars, multiple, plural, right? Finances, like, I've been financially like hit hard as a term in terms of relationships, right? So I'm not, without going into all the details, I'm just saying I have street cred, right? I don't need nobody to tell me nothing. My spirit, my sense of discernment is sharp, right? As a result of all of that. It wasn't as sharp going in. That's why I learned the hard way. So that's what I'm saying. If I could give anybody any advice, like, if you're going through something like that where you want a person back, first, just embrace it that you're a sucker. You know what I'm saying? That you're a shitty, you feel that shitty feeling, that rejection. You're going to feel disgusting. You're going to feel like a loser. Embrace it and love it. And like I said, it's all, here's when it's all said and done. It's all part of the process, folks. It's all part of the journey. This thing called life is one big experience, and all of your experiences are tailored to your purpose and your task on this earth. Think of a suit. Your suit, first you're measured by your tailor, and then your tailor design your suit specifically to those measurements. That suit won't fit anyone else the way to fit you, because it's been tailored to your physical body specifically. Well, your experiences, everything you go through is your tailoring. It's tailored to your task, your mission, your purpose in this world specifically. It won't fit me the way to fit you because it's not tailored for me, and vice versa. So just know that everything you're experiencing, it's for a reason, it's for a cause, and in the end, it will all make sense. And even if it don't make sense, trust that it's for a higher purpose. And it's supposed to evolve you and bring you into somewhere better and higher than what you think. The process is, is painful. Listen, I'm going to tell you this before I run. In the book of Psalms, I believe it's Psalms 20, 23 or whatever it is, it says, yea, though I walk under the valley of the shadow of death. No. I'm putting words in the Bible's mouth. I don't say under. Yea, do I walk over? Nope, I'm twisting the word again. Yea, though I go around? Nah, it says, yea, though I walk through. Grammatically, the syntax is a preposition through. The word through is a preposition, right? So it says, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. Not over, under, around, sidestep, dodge. Yea, do I dodge the valley of the shadow of death? No. Yea, do I walk around the valley of the shadow of death? No. Yea, do I walk over under the valley of the shadow of death? No. It says, yea, do I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. And valley, we all know what valley means, right? High. When you're in the hilltop, that means you're doing great in life. When you're in the valley, that means you're going through some stuff, right? You broke, you financially poor, you might be emotionally a wreck. The valley is symbolic of tough times, some difficulty. So it says, yea, do I walk through the valley. So what that means is, folks, the only way to go to overcome your problems, overcome your situations, is to walk straight through them. You got to face them. That's why I said embrace that rejection feeling. Instead of letting it make you go blow up and kill people and react and drink and smoke and go do destructive behaviors, you got to embrace it, walk right through it. It says, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Surely goodness and mercy shall thou preparest a table for. I know I'm mixing up the chronology, the order of it, but you get the scripture. So you got to walk through it. You got to go through your problems. You got to go through your pain. You got to go through your hurt. That means you got to face it. Look at it head on. Stare it in its eyes and do not blink. You know what I'm saying? You got to go through it. Like, people don't want to go through their pain and their misery because it makes you feel uncomfortable. But in your uncomfortableness is how you're going to grow. It's how you're going to develop. It's how you're going to stretch your muscles. You can't grow muscles without pain. Come on, folks. You gotta, pain is necessary. It's part and parcel. I embrace every fucking pain I go through. I'm not running from shit. You understand? So till next time, I gotta run. Peace.